Sometimes it's hard in this life, but we all have to fight to survive one day at a time and overcome the things unkind.
Hello YouTube nail art lovers. Today I will show a tutorial on QR code inspired nails. I've only found one other example of this style, but from the polish department on Tumblr. It's not exactly what I had in mind. So here's my tutorial on how to paint your nails like QR codes like this. So this is what your nails are going to look like at the end. Well, maybe better if you do a better job than I did. Here's some clippings from the newspaper of QR codes. So you could cut out QR codes from the newspaper and transfer them onto your nails like the newspaper nails thing, but this is the tutorial to do it with nail polish. So first I'm going to put a clear coat on, and I'm using Sally Hansen Nail Protex, and I like it because it's jelly-like, not as hard as the regular top coats. I'm going to wait for that to dry, and then next we're going to put on white nail polish. This one's Revlon white on white, but you can use whatever white you want. My nail polish dries pretty slow, so I'm going to put that on next. So here goes the white coat first. And then later you're going to want to have a toothpick along with the black nail polish brush, and also maybe even a needle, because the needle will help make the smaller dots. So then next, after the white dries, you're going to want to do the big squares in black of each of the squares in the QR code. And the next part will be using the needle or a toothpick to make the squares that go around the squares. And then last, you do the inner dots, which is just like a random dot pattern in kind of a grid-like way. Make sure you leave room around in the white so you can put the square around the big squares. That way it doesn't go all the way to the edge. Usually there's about 3. Some QR codes I've seen have had like 2, so if you just want 2 big squares, that could probably work for the pinky finger since it's smallest. And then you can switch around where the squares are placed. It's all up to you, really. My right hand looks really messy because that was my first try, and I'm right-handed, obviously, so that's why I'm saving my left hand for this tutorial. And then only like 2 squares are gonna go on the pinky finger. Okay, so right now it looks kind of like dice or dominoes. Okay, next I'm going to take this needle and use the black nail polish to put on the square stripes. So it helps to get about as much as you need length of the square line, and then just carefully put on the line. I'm really bad at this. My hair is getting in the way of the camera. Okay. I get some more of this. And then try to do it in the direction of the nail that you're painting. It's hard. This would be way easier if you had like a really small brush. That'd probably be ideal, but I don't, so that's why I'm using a needle, like some of my classmates do. Or if you're just really careful by using the side of the brush, then you could probably do it that way. What a big glob. My black nail polish is also really old, so it helps if you have lots of black nail polish that's new, because then it's not as globby and it's looser. Then the final square. Hold on. Okay. Try and do this. There. And then I'll do the rest. Okay, so the very last step is to take the needle and make the smaller dots on the inside. So I'm going to do that now. Okay. So just take the needle and apply it carefully and try and like mark the corner dot where the pattern ends, and also do the dots that are in between each square, so that these ones look kind of like lines though, so you might want to use the toothpick instead, but I'm alright with the needle because it's really small. And you can also pull out the lines if you like to do that too. Because sometimes the dots overlap. I'm gonna use the toothpick because I'm getting fed up with the needle. The toothpick's a little bit dottier. And then it helps if there's a few bigger dots because they make it more varied in appearance. Try to make them look as square and pixel-like as possible if you can. Okay, and then there's thumbnail. I'll do the rest.